Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. The Chevy Cruze is dead. It has a cracked piston on cylinder 1. So, I actually ended up buying an IS250 all-wheel drive by LEXUS. This car is amazing. It's kind of slow compared to the Chevy Cruze. The Chevy Cruze is way faster than this car, even stock. The stock Chevy Cruze 2017 does a quarter mile in 15.7 seconds. That's without a tune or anything. The IS250 all-wheel drive does it in 15.9, and there's no turbo, and there's no way of making this any faster other than a supercharger that costs like $4,000. That gives you 50 horsepower. So this is my new IS250. It's a 2008. I think it just looks really amazing. And today, we're going to be changing out these fog light bulbs to some yellow ones. They're just standard halogens. I'm going to be putting in these Optilux Extreme Yellow XY. They're made by Hella. They're just 55 watt 9006 bulbs. And the stock lights, they're actually pretty decent. Just any standard 9006 bulb, but it looks kind of disgusting because I have the factory HIDs in there. And I mean, not the high beam. The high beam is actually a halogen, but it also uses the low beams in a gated high beam. But I have the HIDs, and their output isn't the greatest. I'm almost thinking that maybe I'm gonna have to replace the ballasts and the bulbs, and maybe I'll get a better output. And it has the ATF, or it has the automatic headlights that move with your steering wheel and with the hills and stuff, and it's kind of cool, but it keeps disabling. So I got to figure out what's wrong with it. But yeah. So with HIDs and then halogens, it just looks terrible. So I guess I'm going to show you how to install these, because there's only one video out there, because apparently it's not something that LEXUS owners like to do. Or they do and they don't record it. Or maybe because most people that own Lexuses are like really old people. And they want dependable vehicles, because they're basically Toyotas. I mean, I don't know what Toyota has a 2.5 liter V6, but, or all-wheel drive in a car, but it's still made by the same people. So I guess what you have to do is you have to jack the car up, and to access these lights, there's panels right under here. See, there's that little panel right here. Right here. Woo. That comes out, and then I can access the driver's side. And then over here, I haven't looked, but look, you have to remove the bottom 3 10mm bolts and then kind of pull it back. Why they didn't put another door over here is ridiculous. I have no idea why. Like, that would only make sense, right? If you don't remove these 10mm bolts down here, then you have to turn the wheel in and then remove these tabs right here. I doubt you guys can see that because of the light. There's a couple tabs in here. You gotta pull this thing back, and I don't feel like doing that. So let me get the car in the air and then start up the video again. Before you jack up this vehicle, it's you should probably hit the or engage the parking brake, because you never know if it's gonna move or anything like that. So in these vehicles, they have a foot brake down there. And if you're wondering what this is, the last owner had a radar detector and it was hooked up, and I need to pretty much cut that off or pull it back. So let's do that. It's a Toyota. It shouldn't brake like an American vehicle. Got this really cool thing here. But, so yeah, I'm just, you know, for safety purposes, you just kind of want to get the e-brake on there so it doesn't go flying around back, you know, into the garage. That would suck. So yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing jacked up, and I'm gonna, I guess, show you how to install the bulbs. And I have to apologize, I have a cold. I'm just getting over the flu, so, and the car's super dirty because it was really nice, and then we got a whole bunch of snow, and then that means salt here in Wisconsin. So I will see you in a short bit. Okay, so I had the car jacked up. I probably should have looked in the owner's manual as to where to jack it up, but because I don't I'm still new to this car, but I just found basically like a frame rail. I didn't exactly know where to jack it up. Probably on this control arm or right on this this bolt here, but I didn't want to damage anything, so I just put it on this frame rail. Should be fine. You can see the O2 sensor there for the exhaust system. Oh, what's that? Huh. I haven't actually looked under here. Wow, it's really clean. Yeah, Wisconsin car. What do you know? Clean underside. It actually looks like it's been treated with underbody coating. That is amazing. This is a 10-year-old car, and there is no rust on this thing whatsoever. That's great. Anyways, so jacked it up. I don't have any jack stands, so that's dangerous. But since I'm not going to go underneath the car, this should be fine. So yeah, they say that it's a 10 millimeter bolt. I guess almost everything on this vehicle is 10 millimeters, which, if you know, in the car world, the 10 millimeter is the most important. It's gonna focus. 10 millimeter is the most important socket to have, and it is also the #1 lost socket. So yep, I'm just gonna hit up these 3, and then I should be able to pull this thing back. There might be some more over here. Yeah, I may need to do more to make it easier, but I will let you guys know when I have it all down, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well, so the last guy that did this, apparently his is different. These, all they do is they release this little mud splash guard here. Releasing these other panels doesn't get you anywhere. You would think, you know, releasing this, it was actually impossible to pull this back from removing these screws. And they had these janky screws that are not factory. So that's a bummer. And this one, I mean, I have like no screws holding this in. It's kind of funny. I should go to I've been wanting to go to a Lexus dealership and just have this looked over and have everything replaced that is supposed to be in here. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take the tabs out here. We got a tab right here. You gotta turn it and then pull it out. A tab right here. A tab up here, and like a bolt down there. And then we can pull this inner fender wall out and then get to the bulb that way. I really didn't want to do that, but I guess we're gonna have to. Also, when you're doing this, you're going to want to turn the wheel inward just to give you a little bit more space to like work on it. So as you can tell, it's not a simple task. I mean, I guess I could just cut the frickin' plastic out below it, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to turn the wheel in, and then we're going to access it from the wheel well. On the other side is super easy, so we'll get to that. Alright, so I got these tabs, and if you just kind of pry back, you'll see the fog light bulb. I know it's hard to see, but I'm just going to replace that. And then we'll get to the other side, and then we'll look at the after results. I know it's really hard for you guys to see this because of the sun, but it's in there. So this is such a mess just to replace the bulbs. Alright, so after shoving my hands in small areas, getting all this stuff off, sticking my hand in there, changing the bulb, making sure you don't touch the bulb itself, I was able to get this one in. If you can see in there, you'll see the little yellow bulb is in there. I'm sorry, this is super dirty, and this moves. I don't like that. But you can see it's in there. Can't wait for the end result. So let's go to the other side where it's a lot easier. There's an actual door built in underneath it to change this bulb. Lexus engineers, I hope you watch this at some point, which I know you won't, but holy crap, make a freaking door for both. I know you guys don't want us to actually do this and you want us to take it to the dealer, but I don't know. Not everyone's gonna do that. Like second-handers. So here we got this little tab that's actually coming out already. And then probably another tab in here. Or a screw or whatever. Oh, another tab. And that will give me full access to the fog light. Alright, so this is a little access port here with these two little two-stage clips. And if you look up in here, you can probably see the bulb. Maybe. It's in there somewhere. Yep, up there. So I'll pull it out, change the bulb, put this plate back on with these two little tabs here. I'll bring the car down off the jack, straighten out the wheels, and then I'll turn on the lights. And then I probably won't be able to get a good after view, but maybe I'll actually make another video, or I'll hold off and get some nighttime video to complete this video. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the other one in within seconds. This one sucked. This one was engineered to be quick. Alright, so got it back off the jack stands, and we're gonna check out to see what this looks like. I guess I'll put you up over by my neighbors. I'm sure they will love this. So there we have it. It turned on. Got the HIDs, the factory HIDs. Now the 3000K halogens, I think they're actually 2500. When you take it out of the sun, I guess you'll see that it's yellow. And yellow that is. Factory HIDs. There's a yellow of the factory HIDs. So, I think it's turned out pretty good. And then a little bit later, I will get a nighttime video. And I'm going to clean my car, because it's disgusting. Alright, so I will see you shortly, which will actually be hours, because it's still the morning. It's really cold out here, but it turned out pretty good. I can close the garage door. Actually, you know what? I can close the garage door, and we will see what it's like. Alright, so there we have it. We have the factory HID and the fog light. And you can see that over there. You can see that this one kind of sucks. The light output doesn't seem factory or new or anything. I think there's something wrong with it. And this one down here is spread out more. And it doesn't have such a defined cutoff line as the driver's side. And you can tell that this one looks so much different. And I'm willing to believe that this one may not be the one that came with it. Or there's something wrong with it. Because look how much different that looks. See? That looks like it's probably supposed to look. And that one does not. It looks like cheap. And this one has a lower cutoff line. And the HID goes down lower. It looks like an eyeball. That one looks like it's just a flat line. Even the light output at the bottom looks better on this one. No idea why. I don't know. If I need a new light bulb, they cost like $400. But I'll do it if I can get, you know, the correct light output. Look at that. It's just all over the place. So, yeah, I'll get a video later, and then we'll see what it looks like on the ground. So, I will see you then. Alright, so it's nighttime, and I have the fog lights installed, and they're on right now, and as you can tell, you can't really see anything. That probably has something to do with the fact that I have the factory HIDs, and they are just way brighter than halogens. I mean, I have a couple of pictures of what it looks like at night. I got to see what it looks like, and it does look cool. But I think if you get the yellow fog light bulbs, it's pretty much just for show, because I never actually see those. I mean, I guess if you look like really close, you can kind of see them, but you're not gonna, like, it's not gonna actually be, it's no different. So I guess maybe if I got HIDs in there or LEDs or something, it might make more sense. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. You can kind of see it. I don't know if it has something to do with my camera, but I will show you guys in a parking lot or on a road what it actually looks like from the front of the car, and then we'll compare. So I will see you guys there. All right, so I'm actually stopped now. I'm not driving, so I'm gonna show you guys the outside of the car with the fog lights. So we'll go out there. As you can see, they don't really do a whole lot. Just a little. Someone has anti-lag over there. Anyways, I'm out at the car scene here in Milwaukee. So the fog lights, they just kind of look cool. That's it. I don't really do anything. So that concludes my video. And if you want more stuff with the Lexus, I will show you more. I'm probably gonna put it on air, put a wrap, a big wang, and some other fun things. So alright, well, you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye.